Red Breakfast Monday morning. My name's Raymond Foley. There's Laura O'Mahony over there.
Good morning.
And joining us this morning on Cork's hit music station, he's performing live in Cork Opera House with his amazing new show on the 28th of April. He's also lighting up the glitter bally dance floor as part of Dancing with the Stars, along with his partner Kylie Vincent. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Neil Delamare, everybody.
Hello, hey. How are you?
We're good. You sound delighted to be awake at this hour. Shouldn't you be inside in the gym dancing in front of a mirror?
That's how I spend most of my days, except yesterday, which was an absolute joy to watch 6 other people dance. Myself and Nicholas Roach and Grania Shoiger were like bold teenagers at the back of the school yesterday, looking forward to our devs. But it all starts again for us on Sunday, and we're down to the business end now, so it's all 12 couples dancing next week. So
all right.
Some pretty good people last night, so we better up our game.
Yeah, I saw your video with Grania, all right, and you were like the cats that got the cream. It was like, we don't have to dance this thing. I guess though that you're already or that you have already been working towards next week. It's not like you take the whole week off or anything. No, you don't take that. We get Mondays off, and the pro dancers are rehearsing their bits and pieces, obviously, because they have to dance whether we're in it or not. So we start again on Tuesday. But like, if you need to practice yourself, you can go off, like you say, in front of a mirror, and it's not quite the same. That's the bizarre thing when you start this. You know, you one day you learn the steps or over a couple of days, and you think, oh, this is okay, and then Kylie goes, you have to learn where your arms are now, and then you have to learn where your face is. And then the first time you did it, I was like, okay, I've got it all now. And she goes, okay, I'm going to join you for the dance. I was like, oh, I've got it on my own.
Well. Yeah, and then you get really distracted by her, because like she's obviously there doing amazing stuff, and you're trying to remember steps. So it's good crack. It's very enjoyable. It's more enjoyable than I even thought it would be. Yeah. So I was absolutely terrified, like kind of Thursday and Friday before last Sunday, and then I started to get a bit calmer as we got towards the day, and then on the day I was grand, you know. How
many times did they ask you, Neil? Because I imagine you would have been fairly up there, because up their pecking order in terms of wanting you on previous series. Have you turned them down before?
They have asked me before. Imagine if it was the first time. Like, no, this is the
first time I've ever asked.
Am I not as important?
I'd asked them actually in the end. Actually, yeah.
I rang them. I drove to their studio and sat in the car outside the studio.
I just waited.
I've had 5 jams.
There's no gigs.
I've no gigs. So please let me in. I'm not even getting paid. I actually own the studio, and they have to put me on. I'm related to all the cameramen. We have spoken about it before, certainly, and that's the way they do it, I suppose, every year to see who's up for it or who might be available. I suppose they have a long list, and we spoke about it before, and it never kind of worked out with touring, and also I just kind of went, I don't know if I would do that, and then COVID kind of made me just go a bit, listen, hell, why not? Just go for something. And also, I didn't know what we'd be allowed to do, and it turns out we're not allowed to do that much at the moment. So, you know, it all kind of kicks off really for me. I'm doing Limerick, UCH in Limerick next week, but obviously it's a 6 o'clock gig and it's 50% capacity and stuff like this. So it's kind of tricky these days. So. Yeah,
so you've got a bit of time to be able to dedicate or give to the Dancing with the Stars thing.
So a true calling, Ray, is what you're actually trying to say.
Your true calling, yeah.
Definitely.
He's spending his Mondays inside in the ensuite in front of the mirror, practicing his dance. So where do you regard yourself in the sort of categorizations of the dance? Because there's the ones to watch, then there's the Fred Cook sort of messers, right?
Yeah.
Then
the journey, people on a journey
who learn something about themselves. Then there's the oldies. Now you're on the journey because there's
I'm very much on a journey.
Right,
Don't
okay.
Believe it. Well, I mean, this is the thing. Like, Billy is the eldest person in the show, and he's 61.
Yeah.
And he danced last night, and I was looking at him going, like, he did a savage job last night.
Yeah.
There are some people who are, I think, like there's 4 or 5 professional sports people in it. And you're like, oh Christ.
Yeah.
Nina Carberry's very good. Not only is she a lovely person, but like she's a national hunt jockey, so she's hard as nails as well. So like one of the dancers hurt her knee the other day, and like 11 of us went to help, and Nina just thought she should be put down. So like, she's hardcore, and I was texting. You can't even text about Carberry, because I started texting my wife about Nina Carberry, how good she was, and if I put in Carberry, it changes to Carberry, and I get distracted by how hungry I am waiting in the studio. So she's really good. Jordan is really good, and he obviously splits the Offaly vote, which is a sentence I never thought I'd say unless I end up really over Paul. And then Erica got the highest score.
Yeah, she's very good.
Dance ever. She was incredible. So, but I just think that's vulgar. I think to do that well that early, I just think it's gauche. I think it's
she's peaked too soon. Peaked too soon, Neil. There's nowhere to go now but down.
Her journey is all over. Her journey has been. So you're more on less on the one to watch and less on the sort of Des Cahill sort of we're watching this for the crack, and more on the journey.
Happily mid-table, Everton happily, maybe not Everton this season, but happily mid-table.
Yeah,
and would like to stay into a certain degree of dances. I'd like to learn how to do a tango. I'd like to learn how to do a jive, because my parents used to jive. And I mean, I've seen Scent of a Woman, and I think anybody's ever seen Scent of a Woman went tango, please.
Yeah.
And that's about it. Unless I discover some hitherto unexplained or very, very deeply buried talent for dancing. But it's good. It is very good crack. Some dances are harder than others, they're more technical than others, and some are just a bit of crack, and you can kind of let loose in those ones, you know. But you never know, you never.
What have you made of the positive reaction to your? Like, did you always know you were going to go out there and do a good performance? Because, like, really, the reviews were glowing for you last weekend when you did your pass to Dublin.
I knew I'd be okay as long as I didn't get too nervous. And it doesn't compare. People used to say, oh, listen, you've done gigs in front of thousands of people, you'll be fine. And you're going, yeah, that's a man talking. That's all I've done for 15 years. Almost nothing can go wrong. I mean, I could get myself cancelled, but I'm not going to fall over. There's a very significant chance I'll make an absolute ham to do the other thing. So it was about nerves, really. And then I decided during the week, like, if you're going to do it, you have to go for it. Like, so they want to give you guyliner, wear your guyliner. They want to dress you like half Joan Collins, half Colonel Gaddafi, which is what the outfit was.
Lovely.
I said, go for it. Like, that's the only thing I think the public won't forgive, that if you don't really try. Like, you're learning a new skill with a world champion, someone who is a world champion.
That's the thing that I love. Yeah, the thing I keep saying about it is, like, you're going to get paid. You're going to get paid for a certain amount of time to do this thing that you would never in a million years do. So just just enjoy the face off it, because you'll never do it again. It'll never come around again. Yeah, incredible.
And I know exactly how well I'm doing, because the worse I get, the more South African Kylie becomes.
Oh,
there's a level of when I can't get the steps. It's like, cannot continue. Cannot please continue. And you're trying to go, what, have you got diplomatic immunity? And she doesn't like when I do lethal weapon impressions.
Come here.
I know where I am.
You mentioned performing in front of thousands of people, and you will be doing just that. Well, you mentioned Limerick. You're going to be in the Opera House as well on the rescheduled gigs, but finally in 28th of April. Can we expect a little bit of the Twinkle Toes performer? Will be an element of that bleeding into your stand-up now, a little bit of dancing?
I wouldn't mind actually doing a dance at the end if I know the dance really well, because it's a mad way to end the gig. So I think maybe I will. I definitely think I'll get 5 or 10 minutes of just normal material out of this. It's crazy. Just the stuff that's going on and the new experiences, and you're just doing stuff that you've never done before in your entire life. So I'll certainly be talking about the show, and there might be a dance at the end as well if I can convince Kylie.
Yeah. We cross our fingers.
I'm available for the Opera House.
Laura will be there anyway. She'll show up dressed like Colonel Gaddafi anyway, definitely. But that's just because she wants. Anyway. That's because she loves you on stage. So that's generally her Saturday night garb. It's actually Thursday night. It's Thursday night, the 28th of April, and you can go and see Neil live at the Opera House. We're looking forward.
Vote for us on the show as well.
And of course, absolutely. And back down. Can you tell us what you're dancing on Sunday night?
Yeah, back and dancing Sunday night. I can't say what the dance is yet, but I'll say it is a very fun and energetic one, shall we say. Okay,
well, we're looking forward to that. And what else did I want to mention for you? That's it. That's everything.
That's my life.
That's Neil's life. Listen, we appreciate you taking the call because this is your sleeping, resting your body morning, and talking to us this morning is probably the last thing you want to do. In front of the mirror now for the rest of the day, okay? Otherwise, Kylie will be giving out to you.
Yes, boss.
Cheers. And Neil Delamare, everybody. What a legend. Neil is live in the Opera House Thursday the 28th at 8 p.m. That's the 28th of April. And good luck to you.
Breakfast on Cork's Red FM.